Alright everyone, it's your boy Fernie here with another new news video. I like doing these. It's like a great way to showcase some of the latest news that I enjoy reading, share it with everyone here, give my thoughts and opinions on each article, and get some random bit of interesting information shared out there. So I wanted to do another one here, this time for today, February 24th. Once again, I'm just showcasing really random stuff that I just find online through the Google News website. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start it here. Now, the first bit of news that I found interesting comes from cnet.com. It has to do with this iPhone 16e. Buy it now or wait for the iPhone 17. The reason I wanted to mention this video or this article in my video is because I myself am not, I repeat, not a fan of chasing the latest phone. Like when it comes to new phones, I know there's some people that love getting the newest version every single year. iPhone definitely counts on that, right? Especially with the newest editions almost coming out annually, right? Or is it like once every other year? You let me know. In my case, I don't have an iPhone. Instead, I just have a regular phone, an Android, but it utilizes what I need. In other words, it's a prepaid phone. I got it super cheap. It does everything I need when it comes to my apps, when it comes to video, when it comes to taking camera pics and so on, music. Everything is perfect. So in my case, when I'm happy with a phone, I'm happy as is until it finally just goes kaput or is too slow, which I still think is a little suspect. How phones tend to get really slow over time, even when the apps stay the same. But in any case, I don't chase for the new model. So I wanted to showcase this here because it already says iPhone 17 expected to be announced in September. So those of you that already have the iPhone 16, too late. You're already going to be basically outdone when it comes to the new model. It says here iPhone 16e. What does the E stand for anyway? Is that like a special designation? Is it smaller? Is it more slimlined? Let me know. It's going to release on February 28th. Only for the low price of $599. That's another reason why I don't chase phones, is because why are they so expensive? Like in my case, prepaid phones for me range at the $100, maybe up to 200 at most, and that's even a stretch for me when it comes to paying phones like that. Like I'm from a time period where the phones used to be free automatically with a contract. I didn't mind the contract; it's fine because as long as the service is fine, then why not, right? And then get the free phone as well. But now you're not only paying for each monthly service charge, but you're also paying for the phone too. I know that there's deals out there that always say switch to us, get a so and so phone free, but I like staying with a particular carrier because it does everything I need. So why switch? But it says here $599 breaks with the company's usual September launch. You can get the iPhone 16's best features for $200 less. So it looks like that's what it means by E. Is it more efficient? Is that what the E is for? It says it's basically a scaled down version of the iPhone 16 that lacks certain features. The other thing I don't like about new phones is that they don't have headphone jacks. I must have a headphone jack. I don't mind Bluetooth and as far as like earbuds, but earbuds have bad history with me. Like they always end up breaking, or they end up basically being worn out really quickly. Give me a solid set of Sony wired headphones, and they last forever. So I'm happy with those. iPhone 17 is going to launch in September. Rumors indicate that it might get an ultra thin design. So this begs the question: should you buy an iPhone 16 now or wait 6 months? The answer is it depends. How much is the iPhone 17 going to be? Does it say here? No, but considering the iPhone 16 price, the regular one is $799. You can bet that the iPhone 17 is going to be $999 or more. Insanity. Who pays $1,000 for a phone? The iPhone 16e carries the iPhone SE's old mantle. You can't pre-order it just yet when it comes to the iPhone 17, but you could apparently paint a picture. Let's see. iPhone 17's air thin design could have a large 6.6-inch display. So that's what, half a foot, right? The iPhone 17 is also expected to have Apple's C1 5G modem, which I'm guessing is the fastest one out there. Is that right? Also, when it shows these features like super advanced cameras, how much of a camera do you really need? Like most people are okay with a standard camera. You don't really need to see the pores on, let's say, a picture of a dog's nose or something like that. Buy a phone when you need it. That's true. If your current phone is broken or has a cracked screen and you need to buy a phone, then do so. I agree with that. But I always on my phone make sure that it has a super secure phone case. Last thing I want is to spend my $100 or $200 and to have it ruined because of a simple drop. Oh, those are the schematics, the current ones. I don't need any of those. All right. So just wanted to share that. What do you guys think? Are y'all the ones that buy phones every single year? Are y'all the ones driving the Apple mania when it comes to that? Let me know below. All right. Next one has to do with bloodydisgusting.com. And in it, the reason I got it is because of this T1000. Apparently, this playable character is going to make a debut in Mortal Kombat 1, which I'm guessing is a DLC type of feature, right? There he is. The T1. Look at that. They pretty much got John right here. The T1000 from the Terminator 2 film in that infamous scene where he's on top of that big truck and he's about to run over John, but never does in the film. Well, it looks like here he absolutely did so. Poor John. But the final guest fighter for Combat Pack 2, Chaos Reigns, is the T1000, which will arrive on March 18th, featuring the voice and likeness of Robert Patrick. Oh, that's pretty cool. Obviously, it looks like him, so that's good, but I didn't realize that they would have the voice. It'll brandish his shapeshift abilities as well as organically formed stabbing weapons, straight from the movie, right? The trailer also gives us a glimpse of T1000's fatality, which puts a spin on a callback to the chase scene in the LA River. So that might be it right there. I'm debating whether to hit play, mainly because it might get copyrighted. But let me see. It's only 50 seconds. I'm gonna put this guy right here. I'm not gonna put the voice on though. There he is, T1000. Is that Johnny Cage? There's bound to be music in there too, and that'll be copyrighted. What the hell? What did you see? Who was buddying up with the T1000? Hey, that is pretty cool animation. Oh no, he didn't. He actually brought the truck into the damn. Look at that. Next one comes from the Hollyweird Reporter. DC Studios slate evolution. Some projects put on back burner as others are full steam ahead. So I think I clicked on this article because I think it'll showcase everything in the world of the DC universe. What's happening, what's going to come out, and what's not. So let's see. We just don't want these characters to die out. We're going to bring new stories and new life, says James Gunn. The big test is going to be this summer's Superman. I'm kind of excited to see it. I need to see another trailer. I thought the new trailer was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst, but it's okay. Gunn and Safran are waiting to see how Superman flies before making next moves. The duo are moving with speedy deliberation of the Flash to get as many projects as possible. There's a new one coming out that's called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Looks like it's halfway through production. Lanterns, obviously about Green Lanterns. It's going to be an HBO series. It just started shooting last week. This is the one I'm excited about, Clayface. Imagine a low budget horror film trying to squeeze every dollar possible to make the best shoot ever. And it's going to deal with a classic character like Clayface. Imagine the fantastic visual effects that'll bring him to life. Love it. That's what I'm looking forward to. Season 2 action comedy series of Peacemaker. I haven't watched any of that. Um, What else? The DC brand will be defined by different creative teams, each pursuing their distinct vision, and so on. I like how Superman though is the big one. That's the one that they'll kickstart everything, and then see what happens. We remain steadfast that each project worked as a standalone project, so you can see Superman, you can watch Lanterns without having to see both of them. Although, if you can, there will be special things in there for people who have seen both. I like that. I don't like the Marvel Universe how you have to keep up with everything in order to understand what's coming out new. I have not seen hardly any of the TV shows from Marvel. So when a new movie comes out and it's referencing that stuff, I'm lost. But I like that this pattern is going forward. We are writer driven. We are not going to greenlit or put anything into production until we are happy with the script. Good news. Script is by far the most important thing ever. Looks like it says here scripts I haven't even dreamt of have risen to the top of the production pile, such as Clayface. We had no plans in making a Clayface movie, but he turned in a script as one of the best scripts we ever read. It did happen out of nowhere. Absolutely. Ah, look at this. So it says here they have a plan, a 6 year plan that would eventually include an Avengers Endgame style culmination. So what could that be? Superman meeting Batman, meeting Lanterns, meeting Supergirl, and so on. Booster Gold. The Authority had a script, but it has been much of a priority. I've heard of the Authority. And I'm glad it's put on the back burner. James Mangold's Swamp Thing also seems to have cooled. Um, I don't know. I thought that would make more of a TV show. And then there's the Batman problem. It's been 3 years since Matt Reeves' The Batman introduced Bruce Wayne, making over $772 million. But apparently, the script, he is yet to turn in a full script, but what we've read so far is incredibly encouraging. And on top of that, they're developing The Brave and the Bold, centered on Batman and his son Damian. How many Batmans are there going to be? So there's going to be the Batman of the one that came out in 2022. Then there's going to be the Batman from The Brave and the Bold. And then there's supposed to be another Batman within the DC universe. So that's three of them. Am I thinking that right? I think that'll be too many Batmans. It says here, Gunn poured cold water that Patterson would star as Batman in Brave and the Bold, and it would continue his role in the broader DCU rather than staying in a separate universe. All right, so that seems pretty good info. Next one comes from Variety. This one is Who will Amazon cast as James Bond? Now, a little caveat: I'm not a big fan of the James Bond films. Um, I've never even seen a full movie. I've seen snippets of it. It always seemed weird how with Bond. I just remember there was one scene. I don't even remember which movie it was, but it was with what's his name? The English guy who was in Mars Attacks. Oh, his name escapes me. Pierce Brosnan, where he was basically getting shot at by a bunch of people, and all he did was just was that right? He basically stood up in the cockpit of a plane with a gun, a minigun, and started shooting back. And somehow they didn't hit him, but he hit them. And so I was like, "What is this?" Never been too much of a fan of Bond. But the reason I wanted to feature this was because apparently it is now part of Amazon. So Amazon paid $8.5 billion for an MGM acquisition in 2022. And then it looks like they paid, I thought I read an article that said that they paid $1 billion extra for Bond. It says here announced a new joint venture that would give the studio creative control over James Bond. So now that that's happened, there's going to be no doubt a new set of movies because Amazon don't waste time on anything. They will absolutely push forward on this. The last one was 2021's um, No Time to Die. So that's been what, 4 years now. And so the next question is, who will be the next James Bond? The thing that fascinates me is there are some actors that are there in the front running. Who was it? Loki, I've heard, and then also Superman, Henry Cavill. Who else? Well, let's see if it shows here. The guy that played Craven is also another one. Idris Elba. Well, that'd be interesting. He's a really good actor. Oh, doesn't say anything else. All right. Next one comes from Superhero Hype. Speaking of the Batman, actually, we just talked about this. James Gunn gives a definitive comment on Robert Pattinson DCU casting, and that's where he was saying that no, he's not going to be part of the Brave and the Bold. It's just going to stay within his own universe. So, next article, Las Vegas, LasVegasMagazine.com. Looking for a great experience in Las Vegas? We've got you covered. Let's see what it says. Tea on the Strip has launched its unique combination of a high tea experience and Vegas tour bus. You can hop aboard a luxury bus, which is British inspired, with mobile tea rooms and panoramic windows. For me, it's a pass only because I don't drink tea. But those of you out there that are fans of tea and want to be in Las Vegas enjoying it for 90 minutes as you take a tour around places, sure. Looks like Tea on the Strip is just for you. Voodoo Lounge. This is at the Rio. It looks like it's open back up every Friday and Saturday nights. Looks like it's a bunch of party areas with DJs. Not really my calling either. Park MGM. Sip and lounge at the new Italy bar. Indoor outdoor seating. Guests can sip on 10 different Italian spritzes, cocktails, Italian wines. Pass, because I'm not a drinker. The Grand Canal Shops, Liam's Den, and Bubble Bar offers a luxurious champagne, or champagne, right, experience with its extensive collection and bottle service and specialty cocktails. Pass. I'm not a drinker. Who doesn't love a happy meal? No Mickey D's here, but Allwood Bar at Area 15 just launched its happy hour meal. Includes a handcrafted cocktail, burgers, fries, and a super plastic collectible. That's $30? Wow. I mean, if you switch the cocktail with like a water or soda, maybe. But for $30, wow. Sahara. Beginning at 9 p.m., guests can enjoy the Mala Vida Fridays for free. What is that? Must be something it says here for Latin music. Hookahs and a rotation of Latin music DJs. No, thank you. I'm not into, again, the whole DJ thing. And finally, the Golden Gai at the Venetian. It's a Wakuda restaurant. It overlooks the strip, 6 cocktails, and so on. So nothing for me, but those of you that are big fans of these type of experiences involving drinks, it looks like this is for you. And then the last bit of Vegas news and the last news overall, casino.org. I saw this. They're on Reddit. Let me see what happened. Resorts World Las Vegas makes thousands wait up to 7 hours to check in. Wow. A system wide computer upgrade took more time than expected. Thousands of guests were forced to wait hours for it. And this was on a Friday night, too. Oh my goodness. Busy, busy, busy. So the video that I saw showed whoever it was walking and they were passing person after person after person after person. So they had to basically check in manually. Wow. Looks like they were there because the hotel was the official hotel of the National Rugby League or some event that was happening there. Pre-planned computer upgrade didn't go as pre-planned. It was scheduled to begin Tuesday and then Wednesday morning, but instead it dragged into the weekend. Ouch. NRL avoided a PR disaster by obtaining room keys for the actual rugby players. Okay, so they got their room. But the fans, crews, and journalists were stuck waiting up to 7 hours to check in into all three Hilton properties: the Conrad, the Croxfords, and the Hilton. Oh, this poor lady. Emily Valencia said she waited from 8 p.m. to midnight before finally getting a room. Oh, here we go. The system upgrade was completed, but anyone that was affected got pretty much 50% off their next stay. So is that a win or a loss? So technically, they had to sacrifice 4 or 5 hours, maybe up to 7, checking in. But the next time they're there, they get to have 50% off their entire stay. So let's say their stay is $500, they get to have $250 off the next time. That could be a win right there. A couple of hours for $250, or maybe even more. I haven't stayed in this casino slash hotel, but I have seen it. It's over there by the downtown area. Imagine it's a little bit too pricier for me. I'm definitely the budget hotel guy in Las Vegas. For me, budget means free. As long as I'm comped, then that's fine. I don't really like the idea of paying for a room because once when you realize it, when you're in Las Vegas, you're hardly ever in your room other than to sleep. You're basically there, walking around, going to movies, shows, eating, tours, meeting friends. For those of you that drink, get a bunch of drinks. What else? Shopping, all that stuff. So when you're there, you're hardly ever in your room until you finally go to sleep. So why are you paying $200 a night just to basically sleep? As long as it's comfortable and it's within a walkable location, that's why I'm happy. All right, but that's it, everyone. The latest news associated with this video for December. I'm sorry, February 24th. Let me know what you guys and gals think. All right, everyone. Thanks again as always. Take care.